Welcome to the channel, Supreme Squad. We are here to talk about a variety of stories. But first up, I want to talk about Carlos King, you guys. He is going through it. He is asking people for prayers. He tried to man up, but I'm not sure if it landed, okay? Yesterday, he had posted to his IG stories the song by Smokey Norfolk, the gospel song, I Need You Now. You know, that is a song you play when you are going through things, okay? And you need God to step in and help, ease some of the pressure, right? He also showed up on his IG page. You know, he likes to give those Sunday morning messages, but he came on Sunday as Los, which is his alter ego. That's what he calls himself when he wants to act like he is, an essay from the streets. And he had on his fitted cap and his sleeveless shirt. And he said, it is time to embrace the difficulties. He's definitely talking about himself when he was discussing it. He said, when you are at the top of your career or whatever your game is, that is when you get challenged the most. And it's important for you to just write it out and embrace the difficult times. That's the only way you're going to get through it. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what he was talking about and what is going on with both him and Dr. Heavenly, along with some other things. But before I get started, though, you guys, I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever's popping on social media. You guys, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Also, hit your notification bell. Share the video. Also, like it. Okay, all the things, all the things. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Now, let's talk about it, okay? Carlos King and Heavenly Kimes. Listen, these two came on Heavenly's YouTube channel every Monday. They were the dynamic duo. People were, thousands of people. I think she would have 4 or 5, sometimes 6,000 people on in the hour to listen to commentary from her, and her meaning Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King. Every Monday, people were giving her money. Now we know she richity rich, but people were giving her money to get them comments read, all the things. It was actually kind of funny, some of the things they were saying, but Bravo said, it is no more. We are giving you the boot. And not only are we giving you the boot, Carlos King did not help it. So you make sure that he gets off too. Now, Heavenly did bring an alternative to the platform, but I just want to say it is so crazy how Dr. Heavenly, who prided herself on that YouTube channel, I promise you, every week she was letting people know, Bravo isn't going to do anything to me. Andy Cohen isn't going to do anything to me. They have never said anything to me about this channel. I actually help with the ratings. She compared herself to Candy Burris, saying, I'm not doing anything different than Candy does with Speak On It, when she speaks about the insider or behind the scenes with Real Housewives of Atlanta, the whole nine, right? We know that it's been a topic of conversation on Married to Medicine. We can't forget when Contessa chased Dr. Heavenly, like she was going to attack her, okay? Because Dr. Heavenly had brought to the platform that she didn't think Contessa was safe. She basically said she thought that domestic V could be happening in her household, something that I believe that Dr. Contessa even implied on Married to Medicine. At least that's what I read into it when I saw it. But she was very upset that Dr. Heavenly brought it to the platform. And she wasn't the only one. Other people did too. And then most recently, as a first episode of the reunion, they had asked the question of Quad. Quad, did you pull that old video from 2 years ago and try to, harm Dr. Jackie by making it seem like she wasn't for Black women when she had this huge honor bestowed upon her by the vice president, right? And Quad had to defend herself in that situation. But it was Andy who said, Heavenly, it was your platform. That was where you had that discussion with Dr. Heavenly and this, or excuse me, with Dr. Jackie, and this is your fault. That's what he was basically saying. Well, now it looks like it is done. It is no more. The time has come. And Dr. Heavenly had made this post to TikTok, or it's called X now, formerly TikTok. But she said, I'm up now. The time is up. She is up now. What I see on Married to Medicine is, okay, basically saying, I'm not saying that what I've talked about in the past isn't true. What I see, what I discuss is true. But everyone is hurting now, and we have all done wrong. Prayer and forgiveness is what we need. Join me on Patreon. And so now she is letting people know that she has a Patreon account. She also said Team Daddy. She said that her husband told her that he would like for her to take it down as well. She has decided to just move it to a paid platform. So it's going to be behind a paywall. She's still going to be doing the same thing. But Carlos King will not be with her, you guys. And they made big promises last week about what they were going to discuss following, for that first episode of the reunion. So now he's not going to be on it. Y'all let me know in the comments if you're disappointed. I enjoyed the behind the scenes conversations. But Heavenly said, no worries. I'm going to bring on two people that's even more messier, okay? Messier than Carlos King child. And she is bringing on Funky Dineva and T.S. Madison. So if y'all didn't like Carlos King, you sure in the hell will not like Funky Dineva and T.S. Madison. And she said, if you want to pay to hear what she has to say, you are more than welcome. Take that from behind the wall if you want to, but you're going to have to pay to hear what she has to say. So this is what it's going to be called, Mess to Millions. I don't know. I think this is interesting. What I can say for sure is that all reality TV personalities, stars, whatever you want to call them, have bloggers that they talk to, or they send information to bloggers. If not themselves, then they will send it by way of family members, friends, employees, you name it, it gets dropped off, period, point blank. No one can deny this. It is a fact. Fact. Okay. We say commentary, we say allegedly, all the things, but they definitely drop it off. They have people that they do it through. And Heavenly just happens to be one of the people that says it out of her mouth. Sometimes people do it and they get in trouble. Kiki would be one of those people. We saw that last year, but Dr. Heavenly was one too. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. And if you will be, participating on her Patreon. She also shared, you guys, that she sold her hair store, the one that she had bought for her daughter, which was, I expected her to do that. I actually visited that store, I think last year. It's a beautiful store, but she said she sold it, inventory and all, because her daughter has gone to college. And she said she will not be, filling in for whoever calls off from work. She said that's not her thing. So she learned her lesson, and she will be discussing that on her Patreon as well. Some business tips for people who wants to know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about Bravo giving Carlos King the boot, because basically I'm sure they were saying, listen, you guys are doing way too much over there. Carlos is giving inside secrets. You're giving inside secrets. I think that Heavenly actually moved the platform to Patreon to keep Carlos on, but I think that Carlos backed out of it because he knows there's a lot of bad blood or energy right now around him and Dr. Heavenly. So he's taking a step back, but we'll see if he gets invited on as a guest in the future. Okay. Talk to me in them comments, and let's move on to the next story. We are going to talk about this one right here. Dwight Howard, child, is a whole mess. He has been in and out of the news for the last couple of months. I would say the last 5 or 6 months. But anyway, Dwight Howard drops defamation lawsuit against trans women who publicly accused him of being bisexual in 2018. Now, that's when he brought the suit to the courts in 2018. So he has had this tied up in courts, probably trying to bleed this person dry, you know what I'm saying, financially, for sharing their little secret. But what it says here, this is from the Neighborhood Talks. They said they received this information exclusively. The trans woman is named Mason Elijah, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it says, you may recall that gay rumors had come out about Dwight in 2018 after Mason, who is a trans woman, publicly accused Dwight of being involved in a romantic relationship, as well as threatening her, amongst other things, right? Sources for the Neighborhood Talks tell them that they believe that the lawsuit was dropped because Dwight is unable to prove that Mason's claims were lies. So basically, he was saying that he was not bisexual or anything like that, and now he has no choice because just recently, another suit had came about from another man who claimed similar things. And Dwight had to admit in that new lawsuit that he did engage in intimate activities with the new male accuser. They're also saying that Mason is claiming that they're happy right now because they feel like their name has been cleared. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I believe Royce, Dwight's baby mama, Royce had some interesting things to say about how Dwight is so happy and will, keep people in court until he bleeds them dry for things that are true. That is a real abuse of the court and of people's finances. I'm kind of curious if there is any repercussions or if you can recoup anything when those kind of things happen. He is dropping it without prejudice, I think he said. So we'll see what happens next, okay? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about Dwight's story. And let's move on to the next. Let's talk about this one right here. This is Natalie Nunn. She has I guess it's a reality TV show. I think it's called Bad Girls on the Zeus Network. Now, I don't watch Zeus Network. I don't watch Natalie Nunn's show. I do know of her name though, because she kind of owns social media. She shows up, I feel like every week there's a story about her, in my opinion. But here she is with her husband and her daughter. Y'all see them dressed exactly alike. We see them again Christmas time dressed, in they red, looking great. Okay, and here she is. This is November 2023, so very recent, where she is saying that she was at the Warriors game with her husband. Her husband's name is Jacob, by the way, and that they ran into Unc. That's E40. She said they were at date night. So date night with her husband, letting people know her and her husband are in love. They are a family. They're doing the things, right? All the things. They seem to like dressing alike, y'all. Seem to like dressing alike. Also, just saying how happy she is when she is with her husband. Let me move that banner real quick so y'all can see the words. The happiest when I am with you. And then said it's her daughter and her husband, Jacob, right? Child, Natalie got called all the way the hell out this morning after this sloppy video showed up on social media. Check this out, y'all. Let me take this photo down. Okay, so here she is clearly with a man that is not her husband, and y'all can see the caption. It said she's married, but she in love with me. She married, but she in love with me. Then here we go again. Okay, so Natalie was paying this man to, hang out with her, be with her. I don't know. But she was married while she was dating, and a lot of people were curious, Natalie, how did this happen? Because again, Natalie presents herself as a married woman with a family and very much a family person. Like, I'm not cheating. She got things to say. She was pissed off when people were accusing her of it, but now it's out there and she has sung a completely different tune. Check this out.
2022, right? Natalie Nunn, was working tremendously. Jacob and I, we both were in a great agreement that we were going to take a little break. That's when those videos that surfaced today.
So they were in an agreement to take a little break. Does that mean that she's in an open relationship or no?
Those little videos from 2020, so cute. I love those videos. Matter of fact, let's fast forward to January this year. You've been trying to extort me since January. You have been telling me that I need to send you a Rollie since Jacob posted his new Rolex watch that I bought him. We don't go together. We don't go together. You were a thing.
That's crazy too. I'm pausing because why are you buying this man expensive gifts? What did he buy you? Ladies, are you really going to have an affair with a man where you have to date down and buy him Rolexes and cars and whatever the things are?
Okay? How I make sure that you got a motherfucking bed to sleep on and a motherfucker want to extort you and expose. It's not expose.
Stopping again, she said, how am I making sure that you have a bed to sleep on. So not only is he asking you for gifts and you're footing the bill for everything when you guys go out on your dates and all that stuff, your little horse and carriage rides, that's you. That's coming out of your pocket. You also are providing this man a bed to sleep on, so you're paying for his rent. What, Natalie? This makes you look horrible.
Let's talk about it. Jacob's in the house. 2022.
And now you're saying Jacob's in the house, like Jacob doesn't care. That's also tacky. I don't know if Jacob cares or not. He should. But if you are having extracurricular activities with a man that is not your husband, you should definitely not be footing the bill for everything. That is crazy to me on every single level. Crazy to me on every single level. But I'm posting these pictures of her family again because, oh my God, who knew? Who knew that the young people are out here doing such things? Y'all can let me know what y'all think about that in the comment. I want to know if you are out there working it, getting it, you got this husband. He's an attractive guy, big guy, attractive guy, family. Y'all make an arrangement to have this, I'm assuming, because she said they decided to take a break, open relationship. What are the rules? Are you really dating a man that you're paying for him? You're paying for a place for this man to sleep? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Let's move on to the next story. Let's talk about this one right here, child. Breaking news, U.S. Supreme Court unanimously rules that Donald Trump cannot be kicked off state presidential primary ballots. So he is going to be moving forward with the 2024 race. Presidential race. He's there. They are not kicking this man off the ballot. All of the Supreme Court justices voted yes. It was unanimous. Y'all know that he put 3 judges on the Supreme Court, and I think 254 judges were appointed throughout the country when Donald Trump served as president. So that's a big deal. I don't think he appointed as many as Obama. I think Obama had 350 something. And I think the one who beat Obama even would have been Bill Clinton. So just, our state courts, he was fine. But the federal court, the big court, SCOTUS, he has 3. So y'all can let me know what y'all think about Donald Trump moving forward with the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously saying he cannot be kicked off as president. We are still waiting on a ruling from Georgia. Y'all know that there's the racketeering charge with Fani Willis. And right now, Donald Trump, it's been, the case has been turned over to the judge for ruling. And he said it was going to take about 2 weeks before he can come back with a verdict. But they're trying to move the case. Donald Trump is trying to move the case outside of Fulton County because he doesn't believe that he's going to get a fair trial. So y'all can let me know what y'all think about all of that in the comments, okay? Let me know what y'all think about all the stories, including Los and Heavenly. I'll be back a little later with another story, but talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Make sure that y'all hit that like, your subscribe button as well. Share the video because that's how others find me here on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.